Okay, new phone. Never tried this. Ooh, what's that? Interesting. Where am I catching that from? Is it just the... Okay, it's just the thing. Never mind. All right. Ouch. The hell? This is weird. This is weird. Okay, so I'm on the floor. And we're gonna try and find somewhere to put this. Ah! Sure, that'll do. You can see the bowl that I was resting my hand in last night because I burned the shit out of my fingers again. But this will mean you don't have to listen to me, because I know that's really, 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 really loud when I'm streaming from my computer and typing at the same time. But, also, I'm not really here to write at the moment. I will be talking about writing. We're gonna move this. We're gonna put my baby back in the corner where she lives. And... I'm gonna be drawing because I have sent out the designs that I have to a few people already. I have other designs I need to finish. This one, spooky. Secret. I have no idea what the... Hang on. Should probably check that. This is gonna sound really weird for a minute. Oh shit, and I also have to do the thing. Whoops. YouTube. How do I... Oh, this is weird because I'm using it here and there and here and... Okay. So, first of all, let's see. Okay. That's decent. Pausing it there doesn't do anything. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Share. Embed code. Give me that. Give me that. Streaming on the floor. Streaming on the floor. And I should be writing. Tiredbard. Hey, just listen to it sing. Oh my god, so Monster has been giving me so many things lately. Was that just popping up because... Okay, yeah, it was. So many feelings. Dodie's whole new freaking album has been giving me writing feelings. But I mean, she, of course, has always given me feelings. Always. I love that song so much. What did I do? I'm really confused. Because, like, I wasn't wearing the choker today. What did I do? I don't know. It's like I stabbed myself in the neck. Anyways, I have 2 more cards to finish. 2 more designs. So that I can send out the remainder tomorrow. That arm is way too small to be holding that. So we're going to beef it up a little. And I'm sketching everything out first. Because, you know, that's what you do. Man, the proportions on that are all wrong. It's fine. I'm a writer. Nobody said I had to be amazing at art. Including me. As much as that's going to give me a bunch of agita. But it's fine. So, right now I'm drawing this. Which probably looks like a whole lot of nothing because it's terrible. But eventually it will have words and eventually it will make sense. And I don't know if any of you will watch this who are getting these, but one of you will get this in the mail. haven't been doing a lot of on-task writing lately, minus the Isaac thing. Hatchet? That's how you spell hatchet. Incredibly messy. And very illegal. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. I can ink that after. I need to do one about happiness and the angel one because I really need to do that one for Chelsea. But yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of on-task writing. I have 2 things started. One of them is my relationship dynamics post, which goes through my semi-main characters and their relationships with each other, which is fun to look at from each of their own perspectives because they think about each other differently. Dumbass older sibling, dumbass younger sibling. I love Moira so much. Punk gay solidarity. And then I've started a bunch of drafts called An Exercise in Moving On, which is something I'm trying to do to sort of move past my ever-present muse for the master, because God love him, I really can't handle the crushing feeling of loss every time I write as Koshe anymore. So the first one I have is titled Emrith Took, after one of my main roleplay partner muses, because she's amazing, and God knows I dropped off the face of Tumblr, but Caroline did too. Which is sad, but shit happens. Life happens. I would like to be able to send her a card, but I have no idea where she lives. Not exactly. I know, like, vaguely where she lives, but not... I don't have a way to send her a card, which makes me sad. Took me a couple days to figure out I had a girlfriend. I really need to go back to Cauldronborn, because that was getting really good. Oh my god. Everything is so itchy. Feels like I'm getting allergies, but it's February. Can't be happening yet. I also burned the living hell out of my hand last night, and so you can't see, but in here, I'm like missing an entire patch of skin, and that's why I'm still drawing today, because I was gonna finish them yesterday, print them all today, and get everything in the mail. But then I decided to burn my flesh off on a bunch of hot soup. This is the second time these fingers have lost a bunch of their skin. This one and this one I burned from like this knuckle up to the top, and from this one the top knuckle up. A candle holder exploded, and it went straight from 1st degree to full blister to the blister exploding to the next layer of skin underneath blistering up. And that was probably the worst pain I have been in ever. And my period cramps make me vomit sometimes, so that's saying, like, a lot for me. But then again, I've never broken anything, so... except my tailbone. That doesn't count. Breaking your tailbone doesn't count. What do I want to do next? How am I going to illustrate that one? I have a list. This is my list. So far, I have 7 care packages, 8 cards, No, 8 care packages. That's how math works. 8 cards that are in country. And 3 that are going international. Which is cool. I didn't know you guys were so interested in this, and me, and things. Like, I hope you're not expecting too much, because, well, nah, that one's pretty cool. Some of them are pretty cool. And if you appreciate Night Vale's brand of unsettling affection, you will enjoy them. Or if you just enjoy unsettling affection in general. Alright. Hatchet Murderer. I don't know what state I was in when I wrote some of these, because this one just says, why do you think the dead are so aesthetically pleasing? It's because of deer. And I don't really know what I meant by that. But that's what it says. So that's something I'm going to draw at some point. Probably not for this round. I'm thinking of doing this every now and then, and not just for... Not just for Valentine's Day. Alright. But this, especially like with when I'm writing, it's a good way to sort of keep me accountable, because I know that I will stay off Tumblr, because I can't just videotape myself scrolling through Tumblr. I have to actually be doing something. And wow, I'm really pale. And also, like, this camera is miles better than this one or the one on my Mac, because this is a brand new phone, and you can see all of my skin, and I don't know how I feel about that. I told you, if you wanted me back, you'd get me. But I'm not gonna play games. I spent 16 years trying to please you, and I'm not gonna spend another second on it. So if the hair and the clothes aren't already enough, the fact that I'm a fucking queer ought to be, right? Oh my god, I love my boy. I still haven't written, because originally, fun fact about Jesse's sister Sarah, she was originally not involved in this at all, but when I write a short story, I can't just write a short story. So Sarah was originally the product of this little thing called Time Is Up, where essentially she and a bunch of other children were taken and trained to be assassins. And if they weren't good enough, or if they tried to run away, they were murdered. And Sarah became the only one left out of her group, and got really, really good, and then tried to run, and got pretty far. And then Luke and Anthony caught up to her, and said, you have one more chance. We will either kill you, or you can come back and be our right-hand man, basically. And canonically, she says, fuck you, and dies. And then my brain went, but what if she didn't? And so then I continued writing her as generally the character that I tend to write, which is in the vein of the Master and of Krista. Eventually, I'm going to get addicted to this feeling, and I'm not going to be able to stop killing people, because I don't know what else to do with my life, and suddenly this is the only concrete thing that I have had for a very long time. So like Koshe, and like Krista, and like Gambry for a bit, after her dad goes insane because her mom died. Oh god, I am so mean. I can't take full credit for Gambry turning out the way that she did. Because A, her father is literally one of the worst people in the universe. Why would you ever have a child? But her mom is like the sweetest cupcake ever. Whoops, I'm gonna destroy my pencil that way. And because it was half my idea and half Caroline's. So, like, I can't be blamed there. But I take full responsibility for Krista because she was so hardcore driven by revenge. Because, hello, you watched your mother die at a young age. Of course you want to get rid of the people who killed her. But then it turned into, I'm going to get rid of all the people who are like the people who killed her. And then suddenly it became, what is the line that I draw between this is a human person and this is not a human person? And killing this thing is okay, but people are not. And the line between that is slowly getting smaller. I still write when I'm feeling really angry. I still go back to the Master and Jack Harkness in a room, because Jack can't die. So the Master has a lot of fun trying to find new ways of killing him. Yeah. I used to write Jack sessions a lot. I was very angry for a long time. I'm better now, most of the time. Now I just make really long, ranty YouTube videos when I'm angry. They're almost as long as these streams get. Sometimes longer. I think the last time I recorded one of those, it was an hour and a half. I rant about my parents, and my sexuality, and my gender identity and lack thereof, and how I'm angry about things and scared of things. I do that every few months. Because if I don't, then I start to feel really, really gross. It's like video therapy. I should probably get a therapist at some point. I need water and aspirin and to not be fucking hallucinating. I need to rewrite the beginning of Jesse meeting Daniel because I don't know if I ever shared this, but originally, Jesse, very drunk, straight up offers to fuck Daniel in the back room of somewhere. I don't remember the specifics because it was a long time ago that I wrote this, and it's not saved in my noveler, so I'm not gonna go digging for it. And Daniel kind of politely went, no. A, you don't even realize how much of a child you are. And B, no. Daniel is a very nice person. Most of the time. He can be convinced to not be a very nice person. But you'd have to do something pretty fucking shitty in order to get that far. There we go. Like Eric, for example. Wait a minute. There we go. Needs to be a little bit more of an angle. Eric takes that Alex and basically exposes her to the same shit that Daniel had to deal with for 3 decades, 3.5 decades, roughly 35, 40 years. Somewhere around there. And exposed her to essentially what those nights would have been like had Alex been around for Amalthea's little rampage of, I'm going to pluck people out of nowhere and make them my foot soldiers because I can't be fucked to do any of this myself. Amalthea's very strange. She has this overwhelming sense of superiority, and yet it'd be so much easier for her if she just did everything herself, instead of putting power into the hands of people who might try to kill her later. I still haven't decided, I talked about this before, I still haven't decided if I want her to have been the one that Isaac's grandmother got to turn Liana. I think I do. I really think I do at this point. Because the cool thing, God, I'm so mean to Isaac. The cool thing is that I think I figured out what I want the debt to be. Just don't know how to work around it. Or how to go through with it in a way that isn't terrible. Like, not terrible from a writing standpoint, but terrible as in, I really don't want to cause Isaac more emotional and physical trauma than I already have caused him. Which means I'd have to tone down something else, and I don't want to do that. I also need to flesh out Carrie way more. Especially now that she's a bigger character. But we'll get to that eventually. We're getting there. Carrie shows up a lot in my BSI stuff. Mostly because I haven't written her a lot, and my BSI stuff is my way of getting to know my characters outside of the story. I started writing a Christmas one, but I didn't finish it in time, so I stopped because I was like, it's not Christmas anymore, Jenna. It's February. We're done here. I'm so sick of winter. It's killing me. It's actively killing me. I got like a third of the way through rewriting the Eric chapter, and then I was unhappy with how Eric was portrayed, so I started over. Partway through rewriting Daniel's first chapter. I think I want to do this one as 3, but I don't know how to... Do I draw another truly anatomical heart? Or do I just draw like a steampunk heart shape? That's all metal, and I wonder if Chelsea would let me use her foil. Probably. I'd probably have to get her more, but I bet she'd let me. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to send some of you guys metallic cards. Special edition. Because God knows I'm not going to buy foil again. It's interesting. It's fun to use. Working in a print shop is literally amazing. Especially when you're a writer or an artist. It's amazing. I wish I was better at drawing teeth. That would make some of this a lot easier. I literally did one of these. I was unhappy. I was so unhappy with how it was coming out hand-drawn that I just used Illustrator and a couple of the tools that I hadn't really messed around with before to get it to come out the way I wanted. I also considered doing some of them in Procreate, but I still need to get a Bluetooth stylus, so that's not going to happen until I actually have something that's pressure sensitive, because as much as I enjoy finger painting, not for this. Where do I want to sit for this? Let's get out of Safe in the Dark for a minute. Let's go back to Cauldron Board. Currently, the chapter of Cauldron Board I'm working on, up until this point, I was just straight numbering them. But currently, the chapter I'm working on is just called Uh-Oh, Gay Feelings. Because after the last few chapters I wrote, I came to the realization that, oh, Dolly is very gay. And definitely repressing the shit out of it. Like, sure, witchcraft? Great. I can do that. Fuck the Christians. But homosexuality? Nope, sorry, there's still a little seed of, oh god, that's wrong in there. So, working through that with her mentality is happening outside of the story. Because I feel like it doesn't need to be that intense there. But Lucille, who is named for my grandmother, because, I don't know, I was going through names, and Lucy came up, and then her last name ended up being Italian, and so I was like, okay, your name is Lucille now. That's just what's happening. Okay, I think I'll do that one. Follow your heart. Watch as it leaps from your chest, and then chase it in a mad dash for the nearest exit. How do I illustrate that? Fuck. There are times when I wish I was better at art. And I know it's stupid to wish that I was better at art, because if I practiced, I would actually be half decent. But I don't, so I'm not. Like everything else that isn't writing, I don't practice, so I'm not good at it. You've heard me play the ukulele? Some of you anyway. Quite a few of you, actually. I should do that again, now that I have a guitar. It would force me to practice the guitar. Please give me what I want. What I want is a reference. Stop giving me recommendations for teeth things. I know I need a new mouth guard. Go away. Okay, what kind of fucking dress did I save that it's giving me nothing but ball gowns? Perfect. Okay. There we go. I'd really like to do... I should do this sometime. I don't know. I would like to do like a video-based Q&A where I have you guys send me questions and then I do a video answering them. But I don't know if I would get enough questions for that. Maybe? I don't know. I'd probably have to extend that over a period of a few months and then do a video. Consistently reblogging it, trying to get attention. But I feel bad about that. I feel bad about asking people for attention. I really want to do that one, but I don't know how. Because I don't want to draw a bunch of pasta. Italian generosity begins with the first corpse. Lucky for you, I'm greedy as fuck. I think I just want to do an ink wash for this one. Where are my water pens? Do I know? Good question. I'm not sure. I found one. It's not the one I wanted, because it's not the actual paintbrush tip, but it'll probably do. So let's see. No, I'm not gonna like it. It draws too much like a marker. Fuck, where's my other one? I have 2 more of these that actually have brush tips. Well, let's just see. Let's see how it works when it's very wet. See, the problem with this one is that it doesn't... It doesn't break down the way I want it to. Again, because it's not a brush pen. It's just, it's like a felt tip, which is great, but it's not what I'm looking for. It's really good at getting really thick, straight color, but we're not here for the straight color. And like, I could use a brush, but I don't want to, because that would require hunting around for an actual brush. Maybe I'll just do this. Maybe this will be enough. You know? Alright. That could work. That could work. We're gonna have to get this whole ass page wet. And then what am I gonna do? Probably something stupid. These ink blocks are literally one of my favorite things ever. I forgot, is there a warning on here? Does your camera have the fucking lead in it? Whatever. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Cool. That's good. Good to know. I didn't want cancer today. So I guess we'll just start like this, and we'll go from there. And if I need to keep squeezing water out of this to get it to function, then by golly, that is what I will do until my whole page looks like somebody was murdered. Which, I mean, it kind of already does. But that's fine. That's what we're going for. That's the aesthetic we want. Murder. Murder is the only acceptable aesthetic for a Valentine's Day card. Now, Chelsea and I still need to figure out the Valentine's Day window. It's fine. We can do that after Molly leaves. There we go. Page is turning red. That is what we want. This would have been a million times easier if I actually had my brush pen. Or if this one wasn't running out of water. Oh, do I just... There we go. I think it might be worth a try. When we're ready to let this die. Monsters here. Might just listen to it sing. Please let the devil in. This is going to seep through a couple of pages. I can already feel it. But it's fine. It's already all over my fingers, so who cares? All over my fingers, all over my pants, all over my bed. The things I do for art. I literally just keep dipping my hands in the bowl full of water next to my bed. Why is there a bowl full of water next to your bed, you might ask? Because I burnt myself on soup, that's why. More accurately, because I am an accident-prone semi-idiot who does not know how to cook without injuring herself. Ever. Okay. Now that we've done that, and by that I mean this, and it's probably seeped through the... Oh, wow! This is actually pretty heavy-duty paper. No. You don't get all over that page. You stay off that page. Alright, so... now, we're going to have to play a little mixing game. Where's my black? Maybe I'll talk to you. Anyway, I know how to send my speech. You talk deep, break the walls and spikes through your skin. I think it might be worth a try. Am I ready to let this die? Monsters here. You plug your ears, but hey, you might just listen to it sing. Please let the devil in. So, do we pray so loud and we begin the name of the game's just on the moon's wax and wane and the turn of tides. The moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tides. Beautiful. The moon's wax and wane and the turn of the tides. The really nice thing about these inks is that I can layer them over top of each other for days and days on end. And they will just keep layering new color like nobody's business. So if I want to add bright yellow cat irises to this thing that I already painted black, I can fucking do that. Seriously, these paints are like my life. And it's not even paint. It's literally just pure pigment. Which is why it's so amazing. thing you've really got to watch out for sometimes is way oversaturating the page and then getting bits of paper everywhere. I have stained my hands and my arm a little bit. Oh god, is it 8:30? Nightlight, fuck off. I don't have to go to bed yet. I don't have to go to bed ever, because I don't have to work tomorrow. Boy doesn't have to go to school tomorrow. Fridays are actually the best. Because I don't work. He doesn't school. We can just stay home and relax and shake off the day and the week. Because I work Saturday. So Friday is my little in-between break between my 8-hour shift alone and my 3-day week of working 10 hours. You know what? I'm happy with that. It's very simplistic, but I'm happy. I might actually go under those. Yep, I like that. I'm gonna keep doing it. Break, lash out, and can name of the games. Just and on the moon's wax wing turn the tides. It's turned into more of a green than a yellow, but that's fine with me. Oof, it's a very disgusting yellow at that. So we're gonna try and get rid of it. Turn it back into red. Come on, darling. There we go. Touch up time. Cover up mistakes time. That whole corner was a mistake. That actually looks a little bit more like blood. Occasionally you might be able to hear Boy downstairs playing the melodica. If you don't want to know what a melodica is, it's like piano and an accordion had a really irritating child with each other. And it's lovely, but at the same time, it can be one of the worst noises ever. But most of the time it's okay. Alright, so that should do with this. Okay. Let's try not to get the red paint all over the lightly colored sheets. I can stand getting them all over my purple ones because they're purple, but let's not get it all over the light blue, okay? Okay. It's starting to look a little bit Halloween-y, but that's alright. So we'll let that dry for a bit. Oh, I forgot that this did that. I forgot that's how that pen worked. Here I was squeezing it and nothing was happening and I was confused, and all this time I was doing it wrong. Because I haven't used that pen in forever. Alright. So I did get through 2 now. I've gotten through 2. That one just has to dry and then I can do the lettering. And maybe I'll do a 3rd one just for the hell of it, but I don't think I'll record it. So I think I'm going to take a break while that dries, and I'm going to write for a bit. I don't know what I'm going to write. Holy shit, did that really happen? Probably more of Safe in the Dark. Probably. Where was I in Alex's most recent chapter? Ah, right. I was getting around to the wine thing. Oh, but I should do other things. There's so many other things I should do. It's alright though. I'm gonna write. But the point of this was to draw, and I drew, so now I'm gonna hop off. So I hope you all have a wonderful night,